Your Majesty, on my honor, you truly look more divine with each passing day. High Knight Kingsley at your service and pleasure. What may I do for you today? A status report? Why, of course. Your messenger had caught me at a perfect time. I had just finished this evening's training. They are at your disposal for your use in invasion and battle. You have my word. I have trained them perfectly, not a hair out of place. I would not settle for less after all. You deserve the best and no mistakes in overthrowing the neighboring kingdoms. You should not have to wait to extend your power due to anything that my knights could have prevented. Of course, you may ask me anything, Your Majesty. I will answer with the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth, as one should in the presence of the ultimate judge of this life. Do I think that invasion is the right course of action? Well, of course, Your Majesty. Your power deserves to be touching every corner of this land and beyond. You are the truest leader. No ruler can come close to you. Alliance through marriage? Absolutely not. I won't allow it. I can't allow it. Forgive me, Your Majesty, if you believe that I'm forgetting my place. I assure you, I know my place. My place is serving you and assuring your safety as your High Knight. Allowing you to marry into another royal family would be going against my duty to you. Why? Oh, Your Majesty, this goes to show how much you don't know. That is quite all right. I do not fault you on that. I could not fault you on anything. As our divine ruler, you have much more important matters to attend to. It is why I am here. I fill in what you do not know. I have been to the other kingdoms, Your Majesty. The rulers of these kingdoms are greedy for what your kingdom possesses. The mere fact that your kingdom has all the resources on your land, that there is no need for trade, is what makes you a target for their greediness. I take my job as your protector seriously. Not even a single letter goes to you without my say-so. Not a single unknown face passes our kingdom lines without being questioned and watched for the remainder of their stay. That is the reason why you don't see the danger of these kingdoms. I make sure the danger does not reach you in any way. If you decide to put your heavenly self out for marriage for the sake of an alliance to join kingdoms, you will be taken advantage of, if not completely taken out. Of course I would not allow them to do that. So what's the problem? The problem, Your Majesty, is that you shouldn't put yourself in that situation to begin with. I am not saying that I would not protect you. I would protect you until my last dying breath. But I implore you to trust me and not make my job to protect you harder than it has to be. These other rulers aren't worth even the dirt below your feet, much less your hand in marriage. I understand that you don't want to stoop to violence, but we live in a time that is invade or be invaded. It's only a matter of time that the neighboring kingdoms create their own alliance to overpower us. We have to conquer them, one after the other, grow our forces and create a kingdom that could not even be thought of to challenge. This is the right decision, Your Majesty. Trust me. I would not lead you astray. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go over the plan of attacks for the weeks to come. Please do not hesitate to send for me. I will come running even from the battlefield for you. Your Majesty, I apologize for the unannounced intrusion, but I fear that you have left me no choice. What is the meaning of this? I believe I should be asking you that question. What is the meaning of this? This is a treaty between the neighboring kingdoms, including yours. You had drafted it, offering our precious resources for their oath not to invade us. Where did I find this? I found this in your private study. Did you think that you could hide this from me, your High Knight? What was I doing in your private study? I was doing my rounds. I frequently go through your private areas to ensure that nothing was placed there at your detriment, only to find that you are putting yourself to your own detriment along with your kingdom. You think that this is the best for the kingdom? Giving away our resources for what? A promise? This treaty, this piece of paper, cannot prevent them from sucking our resources dry, only to invade us once they're done. Trust? Is that what you're trying to promote? You would like me to trust that these incompetent excuses for rulers will have you in mind and what is best for you? I can only trust myself for that. I know you, and what is best for you and your kingdom. There is no one that will know how to protect you and how to protect your kingdom better than the High Knight. I can't stop you? Oh, Your Majesty, you are mistaken. I can stop you, and I will stop you for your own good and the good of the kingdom. Men, take our divine ruler to my private quarters. Please save your breath, Your Majesty. They do not answer to anyone but me because they know that I only have the best intentions in mind. Please, do not struggle. I will have them use force if need be. Why am I doing this? As I said, I take your protection seriously. And I believe, no, I know that this is the best course of action. I plan to keep you with me until you come to your senses. You will come to your senses, Your Majesty. I will make sure of it, no matter what it takes.